everyone, welcome back to Think Different, Build Smart and Live Free. Today I would like to introduce my current project called IdeaRadar. IdeaRadar is a AI-powered business discovery machine and evaluation. I would say a year ago I had this idea, how good would it be if I would have a tool which basically goes out there and analyzes just the market for gaps. For me as a ideas guy, it was always important to have some sort of data or exposure and just find out what's going on out there in the market, and based on that you can tailor your business model. I've made the mistake in the past just not doing that, not evaluating the gap in the market or a trend or whatsoever, and just build ideas based on maybe someone recommended that or whatever. But I guess that's the experience, and this is how things had to be just to get me to where I am right now. So what we're going to talk about today, in general, I'm going to start with a quote today, and the quote is from Albert Einstein, and it says, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." I couldn't agree more. These days with AI, we got knowledge on tap. It's basically infinite. And what distinguishes us to an AI is still our imagination. So let that think in. I think it's always important to have a quote like that to inspire us, I would say. In general, I'm going to start with what I personally really strongly believe in. It's super, super important. Why are we doing things? And the reason why I'm building IdeaRadar. So why I'm building it in general, I'm an ideas guy. As I already said, I really wanted to have a tool which analyzes the market for gaps. And now with AI, that's absolutely buildable. Overall, my idea was basically to have ideas on tap. And I'm currently building it, so I'm super excited. And recently Sam Altman put out an incredible clip. He basically said this is the fucking best time ever to build a company or start one. So yeah, let's believe in that guy. I think he's done incredible with launching OpenAI. And so and inevitably going back to the real why is living my life on my own terms. I don't want to sign up for a 9-to-5 job anymore. I can't. I'm not the person who, I'm sick of having a boss or someone telling me what to do. And if we would be living in a different time, maybe yes, but with all the capabilities and where the world is heading, oh my God, just do it. Okay, let's check the agenda. What's going to be included today is what it's becoming and where am I at, why am I building it with Lovable, and how I designed the structure and what was difficult, my fuck ups. So what is the vision? How I see IdeaRadar is basically checking out startup ideas, scrapes Reddit and other community platforms for community signals, and scores it based on novelty, timing, potential, and trend data. At the moment, I will be able to put in maximum 1 to 3 ideas per week, because obviously there's still a little bit of work involved. And so this is where I'm at. And what I've built so far, at the moment, I've built an Apify scraper. If you would have asked me a month ago, what is Apify, I would have not any clue what the fuck that is. Obviously, I use ChatGPT and Manus to help me strategize and score it and put it all nicely together so it's presentable and makes sense. Same with Supabase. A month ago, I would have no idea what the fuck Supabase is. Obviously, the page is now live, so I would say we're going to have a little look now how it at the moment looks like. So let's check this out. I hope you can see that. So I'm currently in Lovable, so I'm super excited to show this. Lovable, maybe about Lovable, it's a no-coding platform. So if you haven't heard about it, it's called basically vibe coding. And you basically can prompt your own page. So it's an incredible time to be alive. My brother, a month ago, we have been working on a project together. He sent me a website which he's recently done, and I was like, how did you do that? I said like, yeah, that's Lovable. And he said, show me, right? So he prompted a website in a couple of hours. It's just basically a standard information page, but it was so well done that I just like, I couldn't believe what's going on. So I instantly connected the dots and basically started building. And I just quickly gonna run you through what IdeaRadar is and how I'm doing it in Lovable. Obviously, you can see here on the left side, Lovable has the entire section where you add your prompts, and you basically will prompt them, hey, let's make some changes to the text, or whatever you want to have changed. So I find like the editor itself is not as good, especially when you're used to like Squarespace or like Wix or things like that. In terms of graphic and visuals, it's a little bit limited. So for me as a really, design-oriented person, I do think they could have done a much better job, but I'm hoping that this will change soon. And I'm pretty sure someone is working on that right now to finally hack design and AI and bring that into alignment. So, but for now, I'm fairly happy with what I've done in terms of how the look and appeal is. Obviously, it's fairly simple. We have a home, we have our business ideas, which are all in here. It's a preview score card. I've also included blog sections where I'm gonna add like all the trends and what's going on out there at the market and why are those ideas basically good ideas. As I said, I've opened businesses before. There was zero trend, and I'm obviously not running those businesses anymore because it's basically wasn't trend or the data back that thing is actually a good idea. Rather, someone actually told me, hey, Ben, you should do that or whatsoever. But that was probably 5 years ago. So, and obviously all those mistakes are there for learning. So I've also built a watch and learn because I'm a big fan of YouTube. Educating yourself. We've all gone probably through the same schooling system, and if I would have had more exposure to topics I'm personally interested in, and I would have been more creative in the way I can actually learn, I would have done much better in school. I've never been the best at school, but because it's just like so many topics I had zero interest in. Inevitably, and it's a part of interest. Anyway, so I collected a ton of really valuable content, which can help you from mindset to startup ideas to marketing and sales, funding, and everything you need basically to, get the ball rolling. So obviously you can hop over to YouTube as well, and it's all out there. But I thought like let's have that thing in one place. As I said, at the moment I'm building this basically just for myself. But obviously it has a business mindset as well. So there is some pricing. The free is at the moment you can send one business idea per week. You get a basic feasibility score and the basic idea evaluation. And for the builders, you're going to get like 3 business ideas per week. And so full breakdown. And what I really want to focus with that is actually the execution to help you get the ball rolling, look at the idea. Yes, that fits me, and that's a good idea. I actually can execute. It's not going to be an idea where like you need tons of funding and whatsoever. So basically focus on ideas which can bootstrap and do on your own with all those amazing tools which are available right now. And exactly. So and the interesting part is like building in the back end and how I all set that up. So I built a admin panel, which basically you have everything in it. Your user management with automatic sign up, then a newsletter where basically I can add the content which is generated, either the business ideas or the trends, depending on your tier. And you can upload your logo and all those things. So that's the back end of it. Content management is basically a blog, important for SEO. Can add a new trend and then what else do we have? And here comes the business management. So the business idea management, I've built a really detailed scoring card. All of that was AI researched what would be the best metrics to showcase and evaluate ideas. I've learned a ton as well, which is the most beautiful part about all of that. What do you actually learn while you do that, and the person you're actually becoming by doing so. So let's jump into the heart of it. Currently, I haven't uploaded many ideas. I'm working in the back end on that. So once that thing is live, I would like to get the ball rolling with around like 100 to 150 ideas. Currently sitting probably like 50, but I haven't added them to the database so far. Still lots to work on. So for example, let's have a quick look. I built the scoring card. We have a full detailed description of what the business idea is all about. We have a feasibility score. It tells you basically if that is a good opportunity or not, how much money you could potentially make, how long is an MVP for, if you don't know what MVP means, called minimal viable product. Big fan of it. There's a really good book called The Lean Startup. If you haven't read it, go check it out. Incredible. So Lovable has done an incredible job of making sure it's all nicely displayed. We have a projected cash flow. Then we can go into the detailed scoring. How long it would take or how much would it cost you to launch that thing. I'm also working on the founder fit at the moment, where you can upload a bit of more personal details, and the platform will help you to, or it will basically filter ideas which fit your skill set. Let's call it like that. Again, time to MVP, market demand, and we have a deep analysis. What's obviously super important is what are the biggest risks, how the competitors look like, and so on. And obviously, if you want to make, you also need to know what market you're going into, how big is it, the classic TAM sum, and so on. So yeah, exactly. And as I said, like I really would like to focus on the execution aspect to help you get started with an MVP. And so yeah, what's the foundation for your MVP? How long does it take? What's your growth optimization? What would be the leading indicators for getting the ball rolling? And yeah, around like that. So other bootstrap insights, and here comes the founder fit, which I haven't done yet, but I'll be working on that shortly. So yeah, that's a little bit an overview about where I'm at with my business idea radar website. Obviously how it works, as already described, we use scrapers to look into Reddit and community signals, look at Google Trends and all the data points which give us an indicator what's going on in the World Wide Web, and where are the pain points, the problems, the opportunities, and whatsoever what would make a good idea buildable. And yeah, who is IdeaRadar for? It's basically for solo doers like me. As I said, like I basically built a thing for myself to have ideas on tap, and yeah, builders without a backing. I'm not sitting on like $1 million, so I need to basically bootstrap and make the most out of it, learn well as I go. And yeah, for people who are curious and artists which want to be creative and just express their creativity and like enjoy building. So exactly. So that's that so far. Super proud of it. My first one so far. Still incredible what you are able to build nowadays. And if you also have an idea, so I can highly recommend Lovable. I've had my moments with Lovable, but that's all part of the journey. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there are so many YouTube clips out there now. Or like, pretty sure that I haven't reached out to the support yet, but yeah, luckily I didn't need that. I always were able to finally figure it out. But yeah, I have my moments. Let's call it like that. So, but one key ingredient. Maybe let's jump back to the presentation. Where is it? Classic presentation. Okay, this is what I've built so far. Let's have another look. Why I use Lovable, I already said it. It's basically a vibe coding platform. One of many. There are a couple of others out there. I think, yeah, I'm not really so fond with them now. So let's not recommend anything. So one big important part is like how I designed it, and that's merging into my recent and biggest fuck up. Basically, when I started coding it and I get the ball rolling, I just, built and built and built without having the clear end goal in mind. And here comes kind of reverse engineering. Once I started building it was kind of important too. I knew kind of exactly what I want out of it. And the first one was just code after code after code. To that point, it was 1 a.m. like 3 weeks ago in the morning, and it just didn't do anything anymore. It was completely stuck. And I was like, fuck, what am I doing now? But anyway, I literally had to scrap the entire project and start from scratch. However, that learning first was so important, and now it's everything running smoothly. Obviously, it's all based on a tier system. So we have different tiers from Explorer to Builder to Pro, which is not launched yet. But I then thought like, hey, you know what? Let's use Manus and let's plan it completely strategically through with all the details I personally don't have any expertise in. So it built a really good flow. Then I thought it a step further and also let it design its prompts. So I was able to build a nice solid foundation with a really good logic. You got to see it like that. It's like basically building a house. I kind of started building the first draft. I started building the living room first, but it didn't have any basement or whatsoever. And then kind of chipped around and, added a basement, added another basement. And I don't know how many basements I had. So there was a bit of a confusion. But the tip here, definitely you can use AI to really build that out. Reverse engineer what you want. To having the end goal in mind is always a incredible it's just a good idea. Let's not going to dive into manifesting or whatsoever, but reverse engineering, definitely someone I highly value. I actually recommended them to me once, and it's working really, really well. So and again, your prompting is just absolutely superpower. I mentioned it in one of my recent videos. Design your prompts properly and you're off to a good start. Remember, shit in, shit out. So basically, what else do I have? Where I messed up, I already said, I cooked it pretty much. I had no idea what webhooks are and made some big mistakes in terms of vibe coding, but we live and learn. And I'm super proud how far I've come in the last month. As I said, like I'm no magician, I'm no developer, I'm someone like you basically who wants to build something, is passionate about business ideas, and just like wants to have a go. And we support each other, and exactly. So this is where I'm at with IdeaRadar. And what else do I have? Where I'm heading, exactly. What's still left is basically I have to do the entire SEO. As I already mentioned, I'm growing the Scrape business idea base and do some early user testing. I'm working on the UI and design, that it's all smoothly. As mentioned, super fond about design aspects, and I like the beautiful things in life. And the newsletter is working, struggling with that at the moment. But So, like always, if you like what you saw today and found that valuable, or you just don't like me at all, that's also good. Hopefully you found some value in that today. And if you like it, like and subscribe. So in that case, I'm out of here, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks.